So I am about to give a summary for the discussion for our subject, which is organization and management. So first, for chapter one, the definition and functions of management, the learner should be able to discuss the meaning and functions of management. In according to Harold Kunz, in his book Management Theory of Jungle, management is an art that things done through people and formally organized by group. So basically, according to Kunz, that management is is something that be done by group. So it is not a thing that it should be done alone. So it should be organized by group. So pasabot, daghan, group of person. So to make things possible and successful, so it should be done accordingly with a group of people. That's according to Coates. But according to Henry Fayol, the definition of management is described as multi-purpose organ that manages the business and manages the workers at work. When you say organ, it's a combination, and there should be unity among others. So dapat there should be coordination. Dapat dili mag-iya-iya. That's according to Fayol. And there are various definitions of management. And remember this: planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. So the acronym is POSLC. There are other books or other author referred as POS DC. So controlling, I L is for leading and D is for directing. So there are books that uses directing instead of leading. So these are the functions of management. And according to other sources also, that there are what we call six M's of management. So these are manpower, money, machine, materials, methods, and market. When you say M's of management, targeted objectives, these are the things that dili siya pwede wagtangon in a particular organization. So composed din siya, dapat naa ni tanan to make such organization successful. So this is the process. While it defines that management is a process, so tanawa is the process of utilizing resources organization in a manner to attain target objectives. So these are the functions of management which is very essential kani to make these things possible. So utilize effective and efficient manner. So remember these two. When you say effective, efficient, and effectivity and efficient. So remember the difference among the two. So when you say effectiveness, it is doing the right things. So remember the difference between effective versus efficient. So when you say effective, it is doing the right things. So in organization, doing the right things, ang iyang gibuhat, sakto. Like maingon ta, kung 5 ka kilo kung sa ka kilo is mao ni ang water nga gamiton, accurate ra. Mura iyang gibuhat. So ni follow ra sa procedures. That's effective. So all of these two are in basic English, even in the dictionary, these two are synonymous. When you say synonymous, parihara. But in our language, in management, it's different because it is doing the right things is far different from doing the things right. That's what you call efficiency or being efficient. Unsay kalalian sa duha? Si effective nagbuhat siya if miingon ka, nagluto siya humba based on the ingredients stated in the YouTube. So gi-follow niya tanan, so ang humba lami. Gyapon lami kay mo siya sa instruction kung unsa ang guidelines. While being efficient, naghimo siya og iyahang pamaagi to make the humba lami. So he's doing the things right. So lain-lain ta because the result though you are effective or you're efficient, the result is the same, but na ay difference lang yun nila. It will either be the technique or the time it finished. If maingon ta, naka-create siya bag 10 ka book requirements nga bag every day. Ang nabuhat ni employee A 10, which is okay, but employee B kay iya nabuhat 12. So na difference of 2. So efficiency because naa siya probable nga probable nga strategy gibuhat nga mas daghan siya, mas madali. Though they have the same result, okay, successful ang result, but naa lang gyud factor nga nabuhat to make things easier. So these are the characteristics of management. First is continuous and never-ending process. When you say continuous and never-ending process in management, every now and then people are learning. Employees are learning, di mo siya pwede nga ma-stagnant ka. So that is why it's continuous. And some other terms, it is what you call kaizen. Nagpadayon ang growth, nagpadayon ang improvement. So that's never-ending process. That's what you call management. Then next is getting things done through people. Of course, in management, you cannot do a certain act without a certain plan, without somebody doing it. Then result oriented, of course, there should be a accurate result based on the things that you did in the organization. And multidisciplinary in nature. When you say multidisciplinary in nature, it should be dealing with people with different notion, different personality and characteristics. All you need to do is you need to be adaptive and you need to be diverse enough to meet them. Then a group is not individual activity. So when you say grouping, is dapat tanan, dili pwede usa rin magbuhat. So dapat daghan ang mubuhat to make things possible and easier. So follows the established principles of rules. Of course, in management, in any organization, there's what you call rules. There is what you call principle that you need to follow and you need to abide. The next is aid but not replaced by computer. Yes, when you say aided, matabangan. In any organization, we cannot deny the fact that things are made easy because of the technology. But there should be people behind it because there are people who operate in the technology. You can aid, technology can aid, can help things possible and easier, but it cannot replace people. Always remember that. Then situational in nature. Because in management, there are different plans, different kanang characteristics, so lain-lain. Depende ang usa ka plano, depende ang usa ka actions, kung unsa ang situation nga nahitabo. So always remember there's no certain thing, a strategy fits all. So lain-lain. The next, need not be an ownership. Always remember that in any organization, the owners are the one who is identical. Dili pwede nga ipasa-pasa nimo ang ownership, ang panag-iya. Yes, you can transfer them depending on the situation or depending on what kind of organization you are into. So it is both art and science. When you say art, it is something that you apply. It is something that the skill and techniques you are doing it in order to make the thing successful. That's art. While science is the fact and the truth in a systematic and organized way. Alright. Wala ko online. Nag-record ako. Hmm. Ano sila? Face to face muna. Ang second year, third year, fourth year, or face to face ron. First year online. Second year na. Lavender. Second year po na. Ang kaning buntag, first meeting. Dili, bilyarta. Wala, lain mo na bilyarta. Gihatag na ko na sa lain, teacher. Awa ko, no, kisa akong gitagaan na. Marag contest na, namas contest, ulit. O, kato siya. Si bilyarta, wala na dayon nag-hire. Ah. Hmm, tanawa 'to ang final loading, 'di mo na final inyong nasumot. Oh, ah, nag-record ako, i-download na ako. So, sorry for the interruption. So, let's proceed. So, management is all pervasive. When you say pervasive, it is essential for running a business. Dapat gid ka religious ka, dapat ka heartily kanang indulging yourself towards that business. Kaya di man siya puwede nga, okay manegosyo lang ka then that's it. So it should be with the heart. So management is intangible because you cannot see it, but you can feel it. Kung makita nimo, ma-feel nimo nga kaning tawhana, kani amo leader kay may sa og management skills. Because he or she can handle people. So pasabot ma-handle niya bisag daghan pa kayo nagtawo bisag 50 pa, 100 pa ka buok members, he can handle it nga ma-manage si tanan despite of lain-lain ni sila o batasan tanan. So it uses the 13th is uses the professional approach in work. Of course, as in management, it should always be acting professionally. Dili puwede nga imong dad-on imong problema sa organization, though lisod siya, yes, but the accurate thing is dapat kung nakay problema sa balay, balay ra. Ayaw dala sa trabaho because it will affect your performance. It will affect the result of a certain kanang output tungod kay gisapot ka. Then lastly, dynamic in nature. When you say dynamic, it is always changing. Mag-usab-usab yun na because people's demand and wants also changing. Like maingon ka, nausab na ron kay tungod sa trend, tungod sa gusto sa mga tao. So lain-lain man. Not all the time nga mao na ang gusto nila. For example, passion sa panunuban, sa sinina, or passion sa pagkaon. Naay pagkaon nga mosikret lang siya after 1 week, after 1 month, afterwards dili na. So people are changing, everything is changing. That is why change is the only constant thing in the world. So now let's proceed to the basic functions of management. So there are functions. Remember the acronym that I told you earlier, the POS, DC, or POS, LC. P stands for planning. P stands for planning. O stands for organizing. S stands for staffing. D for directing or leading, and C for controlling. So let us apply these function in one activity. Like for example, miingon ka, na ay program. In planning, you address this WH question. What are this? What, when, where? Kani imo na siya i-address. What, when, where, then who. So these questions is addressed in planning. E ingon ta, so naate activity, acquaintance party. So you plan. So unsa man ni ang activity, acquaintance party. When, no sa, where, asa, kinsa involved. So these questions are addressed in planning. That's why planning is the first stage of the functions of management. Di siya pwede awahin ng plano no sa result. No. It should be done in accordance to planning kung unsa nasabutan. The next one is organizing. When you say organizing, after you identify these questions, kanitanan, you proceed to organizing. And then in organizing, maana din ka, asa man tag capital, asa man tag source of income, source of money, asa man ta. So you identify what are the methods to be done to get this. That's why in organizing, it is the process of making certain that required human physical resources. Dapat naa na. You identify kung asa padulong, kinsay kuhaan. So that is why is organizing is right after planning. Then After identifying mo yung kwarta nga amot ta kay mga acquaintance ta. So you already identified pila ang total nga kinahanglan, ba? Pila ang kwartang kinahanglan. Afterward, you staffed. You say staff, you assign. You assign people to do it. Mingon ta. Okay, group. So you group baron, for example, you group the people like into 10 groups or 5 groups depending on pila ka buok number per group. And you identify, okay, hilig man ka, may mga musturya, so you'll be the one to do the MC. May mga ka na magluto, so ikaw ang muluto. Ikaw ang mangumpra sa other group. So you identify according to the skills and qualities of people na under nimo. So that is what we call staffing. You remember that in staffing, you put the right person in the right job. Dili pwede nga, ganahan ko ibutante ka dara na hindi ka kabaw, di ba? Ingon ta, okay, ibutante ka, kay himo sa contract, himo og layout, hindi ka kabaw mo edit. Okay, because of course you can use Canva, you can use Photoshop, and you don't know that. You don't have any idea. So dili ka effective, dili ka efficient. You make sure as a leader or as a manager, you put the right person kung asa siya belong. If may siya maluto, paluto ah. If may siya mangumpra, pangumprahan. If may siya mo decoration, decoration siya. So, kaiya mo ng forte, iya mo ng skills. So, adto nimo siya ibutang. That's the purpose of staffing. Next is leading or directing. When you say directing or leading, it is involved in motivating, communicating, guiding, and encourage the people na yung gi-assign dito. You make sure that they are doing their job. They make sure that all of the things to be done is in accordance to what you planned. That's leading. Tabangan mo siya, giyahan mo siya. But the last result is controlling. You make sure that everything as planned is nitabo. So this would be checking if ilang gibuhat sakto ba sa leader, ikaw mandar man ka, yes. Imo i-check, kumusta man mo din ha? Sakto ba na yung gibuhat? Unsa na may status? So as controlling, you make sure that everything that you have planned, every person that you assign are doing their job to make the event, mo importante, to make the event successful. So mao na ang buhaton nimo, yung control. Okay? So that's the end for lesson 1. So let's proceed to lesson 2. The objective is various types of management theory. So according to Max Weber, bureaucratic is theory is a theory that exercise the control, exercise control of the basis of knowledge. Ngayon ka, everything is in accordance to what you understood or to what you have learned. Of course, there should be basis, there should be, ug sa kuan pa, nakagibasihan why you act a certain thing or why you act a certain action. So, rule is in accordance to your norm. Impersonality provides equity and fairness. The division of labor. If ingon tag rules is served. Of course, in a bureaucratic management, there are rules that govern a certain organization. It may be divided. It may be in accordance kung ganahan ka o dili, as long as there is rules. Then, impersonality provides equity and fairness. Dapat, you should uphold, you should uphold fairness among people within the organization. So, di siya pwede nga na ay gibaburan, na ay rules na specific for that group, na dili applicable sa other group. No, there should be fairness. Next is the division of labor. When you say division of labor, ang trabaho iapod-apod. Dili pwede ang konon tanan. Okay? So, mao to nga ay staffing. The next, hierarchical structure. When you say hierarchical structure, depending on the level of authority. Na ay pinaka-head, nasa ay pinaka-ubo sa assistant, like in the organization, like the general manager, the supervisor, or the assistant, the supervisor, until the rank and file. So na ay sequence, na ay at ibutang pyramid na nagi pinaka-top nga siya pinaka-head. That's hierarchical. So depende, it can either be top-down or bottom-up. Next is authority of structure. Of course, you can identify who is the boss, who is the head in that particular organization. Okay? Then, next is commitment to lifelong job. Okay, when you say commitment to lifelong job, you must see yourself working on that organization nga magdugay ka, nga mo-grow ka, mo-prosper ka. Dili kay na-apply lang ka para ganahan lang after mo hawa ka. So you should foresee yourself growing in that organization. Then lastly is the rationality in attaining the organizational goals. Of course, you have goals in every organization. There is what we call mission, there is what we call vision. And when you say goals, it is something that they really wanted to achieve. Na dapat ang goals is achievable. It should be smart, specific, it should be measurable, it should be attainable, it should be reasonable, and it should be time bounded. So na specific time kung nus siya pwede may tabo. Okay? That's according to Weber. Well, according to Taylor in his book that that is scientific management, it is a diverse work where he studied and discovered the best and efficient method to finish a job. That is why he called the father of scientific management. So he's identified the principles under these practices is what we call first is to develop a science that elements by working, studying, and determining the best way to do the work. So ang iya pasabot dinhi, you identify the core. Kung unsa ang angay buhaton, unsa ang buhaton, ug unsa asa ang buhaton. You must have the clear vision on the things to be done so that you know kung unsa angay buhaton. Because if it is vague, pasabot hanap asa ka mo lugar, kung unsay buhaton. It should be specific. Then it should be properly trained, tuduan ka to make these things possible. And next is to cooperate with the employees. Dapat there should be cooperation, there should be unity among its member. And lastly, divide the work. Responsibility. When say division of responsibility, i-assign din nyo. Dili pwede ang kunon sa usa ka tawo, tanan. Get it? So next is Frank, Frank Galbraith and Lillian. So they're husband and wife. Silang duha. So their contribution in the scientific management is, of course, and has a great impact because they became the workers in standard days. They launched, of course, they identified and performed the rehabilitation of the employment in of 13 million wounded disabled soldier. It is right after the World War II, World War One. So Henry Gann, another contributor for Taylor's theory, he is known as ng Gann chart. When you say Gann chart, what siya ang chart that they use kung unsa ang mahitabo nimo that day by day. Kung for example, Monday until Friday, unsa na may status. So you put status to make, ang the last part is dili ang finished output. So in Gantt chart, mo ni siya ang example. I'll give you an example of a Gantt chart. So wait, I'll be checking the example of Gantt chart. Okay, this is the example of Gantt chart. Mura siya, mura siya timeline kung unsay buhaton nimo in that specific period. So maka-identify ka, asa naman ta ang status ron, unsa naman ta nga percentage. So that is what you call Gantt chart. So next, so so it is contributed by Gantt. So next is according to Henry Fayol, the administrative management. So there are 14 principles of management according to Fayol. So first is the division of work. When you say the division of work, tara, first, uh, wait, how to do this? First is the division of work. Division of work, as what I entailed earlier, as far as I remember, I already entailed that. the functions and responsibilities should be distributed among its member. Dili pwede ang kunon tanan. So that is division of work. Second, authority. In this authority, there is what you call the right person to give instruction, to give command and authority within the organization. The next is discipline. Of course, in discipline, you must uphold the things that to be done na dapat sakto so that everything as planned will be done. So unity of command, there should be one boss, there should be superior, dapat ang command dili pwede nga daghang leader sa organization. Dapat motuo ta sa kung kinsa jud pila ka head. Siya man ang source of instructions. Siya ang source of command. Next is unity of direction. Dapat kabalo ka sa pagdulong unsa nay dagan so that you can you will know what are the things unsa na nahitabo. The subordination of individual interest. So there should be interest personally nga you wanted to do this because you love your job. Dili kayo na kay hidden agenda. The next, enumeration. Yung sa enumeration, there should be fair and adequate kanang benefits among its member. Centralization. Yung sa centralization, dapat gikan sa pinaka-top ang instructions, gi-apply tanan. Dili kaayo selective. Di selective, gipili na kinsa ma-apply. The next, scalar chain. Yung sa scalar chain, the command is hierarchical. So, ang gisulti kanina from the top, ay doon sa bottom or bottom to top. Okay? Next, order. Synonymous, when you say order, there should be a proper direction. Then equity creates loyalty and devotion. If you are properly equated, sakto among sweldo, indot ang benefits, kung saan pa mo stay in the organization because you feel valued. Then stability, of course, of tenure. You see yourself working there for 10, 20, 30 years, you grow. From ordinary people, ordinary individual or employee to become a manager. So na-promote ka because of the qualities that you have. Then spread the core. This is spread the core, there is what you call harmony of interest. There should be unity among individuals. And lastly, initiative. As initiative, you're doing the things without being commanded or without being told. So ikaw na nabuhat mismo. So that's according to Fayon. The in neoclassical theory of management is referred to behavioral science that that gives the importance of human and social aspect in the organization. In neoclassical, gigaan og value ang tao and how they adapt in a certain organization. And according to Owen, noted supporters of behavioral science approach, like you can be somebody because of the environment that you are in. Pero kung nag-ingon ka, hilumon kayo na siya, sa baan lang siya, pagbalhin niya dala. Yan na. Sa iyang behavior na usab siya, tungkol sa mga barkada. So that's according to Owen. But according to Foley, a social worker professions believe that management is a continuous process. Yes, indeed, it's continuous because it's growing day by day. Di siya mo stop, di siya mo end diha na kutob. And then, it is a problem solution na dapat kung for example, when you apply that, magpermanente. Basta sa magpermanente, dili kay para diha ra. So you will see the result in the latter part or afterwards to make these things possible. That's according to Foley. Then, according to Barnard, Barnard is a graduate in Harvard. In his book, Functions of Executive, there are two significant contributions. First, the organization is a social system that covers communication among workers and effective goals and objectives. So according to him, there should be objectives, there should be goals, so that you will know what are the things to be done. If imo gibuhat is aligned pa ba or dili na. And second is acceptance theory of authority. That you are free to disobey the orders of your manager. So pwede na mo disobey as long as you know the consequences. Kung unsay possible na may tabo. And that's according to Barnard. Or according to Ilton Mayo, he also stated that that human problems of industrial civilization are depending on the environment the status on what you're in. His study is all about the experiment, the levels of workers' fatigue and productivity. This experiment is to prove that the better work environment, the higher the output. Like naingon ta, ganahan day ko mo work, ganahan day ko mo trabaho because of the people na akong kauban. Ganahan ko muskwela kay lingaw ako mga teachers. Ganahan mo trabaho kay lingaw imong employees. Nagkapoy kaayo. But they made life easier. They made life kanang they made me feel happy. So, effective ka, efficient ka because of the environment which is greatly affect. Kaya kung ba't sa environment toxic kayo, di ka na matrabaho. So, that's according to me. It's, di ba? So, according to Gregor, that there is what you call theory X and theory Y. So, in theory X assumption, the employee is lazy, dislikes or work little as possible. It is right that, of course, people are assumed na employee are tapulan. Ensured work hard, managers should closely supervised by the team. So, lain-lain siya yung theory. But opposite si Y. Ang iyasad, dili siya lazy ang employee. Opposite si X and Y. So, makita na niyo din ha, sa table. And managers should decentralize the authority. When you say decentralized authority, you are given freedom to do and any actions and any things basta sakto lang. Matuman lang kung unsay gi-envision nga goals and objectives. That's according to Gregor. But according to Maslow of hierarchy, according to Maslow, ang ihasad kato ng hierarchy. Ang sa Maslow is ganipon. Example, familiar mo ano eh? The hierarchy of needs. This one. So, self-actualization, esteem, love and belonging, safety, and psychological needs. So, of course, ang pinaka-importante is the individual na to, sa atong personal, atong kagalingan. So, Maslow thought us that we must not be dependent to others. Kay mabiyaan naman gyud tanan. Dapat imo kagalingon gyud imong equipped. Kay para kay wa magaling na ganan, but only yourself. It's according to Maslow. So, in quantitative management, when you say quantitative, it talks about quantity, numbers, description. No, it talks about science that deals with computations. While qualitative, it talks about the description of a certain action. So operations management, so it is a practice of in manufacturing, if a transforming from raw materials to product from materials until finished output. But total quality management is qual- quality is something that how the product is being done, service being functioned and delivered to the consumers. So that's quality. But total quality management is a principle. Remember that. Quality means once I meaning sa quality, firms, kung unsay gusto ni client, while total quality management is a philosophy na continuous improvement or output. Because when you say continuous, nagpadayon ang pagpanindot ang sa product. So management information system. Management information system is karong panahon na we have system, we have database nga gi-apply within the organization nga di sa kanang system lang gyud nga gi-create ninyo or gibayaran ninyo para sa intended for your organization. It could either be your store, your profile sa employee, sa payroll, sa mga absences, sa attendance. So that is information system that you use within the organization. So next, the organizational environmental theory. So organizational environment is still your ability to perform is greatly affect to what your environment you're in. So kung saba kayo, di ka trabaho, di ka effective. Pero kung hilom kaayo, kung type ka nga tao, nga gusto kang hilom, ano uban ma you go to coffee shop, you go to somewhere nga ma-relax ka while doing your job. And according to Herbert Simon, in his system management approach, it is an approach where understanding the organization in the external agency, pasabot outside, external gawas sa organization. Then again, this environment that your organization you are in is greatly affect kung unsa ang performance sa sa organization ninyo. Like for example, maingon ka, saba kaayo sa gawas nga inyong trabaho is dapat hilom, you cannot perform well. Or sometimes, baho ka sa gawas, bawang basura, you cannot perform well. So that is why the external factor, according to Simon, you can greatly affect kung unsa gyud ka based on kung asa ka located. So always remember that. The system is a collection of parts unified as a whole. Subsystem under or smaller system, while synergy is significant and creating by the manager. The system yung pinaka-whole, under that system na is subsystem. So remember that. Then contingency approach. When you say contingency approach, it is an approach of a class behavioral theory which claim that there is no best way to organize a corporation, to lead a company, or to make decision. So in contingency approach, it alert that the manager should prepare a plan if ever the plan won't work. Nangandam daan unsay mahitabo. Prepare daan. That's contingency plan. So because in the organization, it is not accurate kung unsay mahitabo na dapat mao gyud ni because you cannot control things to be done. It will happen. Ang imuha lang is you are prepared. Nga, prep ka. In case may tabo, kabawa na ka unsay buhaton. So that is for lesson 2. And for lesson 3, the functions of manager. Functions of manager, roles of manager. The first, what is manager? Manager is an individual who answerable for the performance of a group members in the workplace. So he or she represented a certain department, a certain organization. So that's a manager. So manager should set a plan. So it's understandable, dapat kabaw sa ana, organize a group. After identifying the plan, you organize a group. Okay, these are the things to be done. Then you motivate. He or she motivate its employee. The under niya. They measure the performance and develop people. When you say measure the performance, you check kung if ang gibuhat sakto ba sa imong mga tao. Because whatever they do, it reflects to the system or it reflects to the organization where you belong. Because each one of them is representing you as their boss. So whatever responsibility to be done, whatever the result, you face the consequence as a manager. So there is what you call first line manager, middle, top, and leader. So lain na. Always remember lang, when you say first line manager, these are managers na makita gyud nimo, heads of heads, ma-observe nimo that they govern, they are the backbone of a certain organization. Ang middle, ang ating ibutang sa hotel lang siya nga practice, si general manager is the overall head. Yan na ay heads sa book, na head sa admin, na head sa front desk, na head sa kitchen, na head sa restaurant, so like sa housekeeping, na lain siya head. So that is the middle manager. Each of these head is na mga tao under. Same as top managers, team leader. So lain na lang siyang term na gamit, basta ang sequence niya, pinaka-head is the general manager, followed by next, until kanang people nga under niya. So one example, tanawa na ninyo, first line manager. So you read that, it understandable naman po ang levels of management and its function. So na mga roles, you read that. So these are basic functions of the manager. It may sounds different, lain og pangan, lain og term, but its functions are the same. Same ra sila tanan og function. So skills of a manager. first is technical, dapat aware ka. Trabaho ka, use computer, kung system ang inyong gigamit, dapat knowledgeable ka para dili ka mailan sa imong mga tao. And human skills is you know how to handle people despite of its differences. Dapat kabaw ka ma-manage. Di siya pwede nga dili nga maingon lang ka nga, "Okay ra mao ra na." No, it's like that. And conceptual, of course, knowledgeable ka. You see, as a manager, you have the ability to picture what will happen to the organization if you're doing this action or kaning action. Utok ang gamitin, dapat utokan ka as manager. Then diagnostic, you can visualize and give some appropriate response if ever these things are happen. Isa may tabo. The communication, of course, you must know well diverse, well conversed, kaya dapat. Because you're dealing with people, you're dealing different person, dapat ka ba ka masturya? The skills, motivation to manage. Those are the basic qualities of a manager. Kaya dapat people developer ka as manager. As a manager, of course, also you are adaptive to change. You are willing to understand and you are willing to hear suggestions, criticism. Dili pwede nga masuko ka kung koreksyonan ka. Dili ni ana ang quality sa manager. Okay? That's the end for chapter 3. So let's proceed to chapter 4, the environmental forces and scanning. So identify the objective is to identify the various forces of the firm's environment. So when you say environmental scanning, yes, you check what environment you are in. Kung asa ka na belong, unsay naa dinha, so that you can identify what business you are going to create. So environmental change is a rate of change of a company in specific environmental changes. Of course, then again, changeable ang environment. Sa una, makaingon ka nga, hilom pa kayo diri kay mingaw pa kayo, but now, daghan na kayong mga tao nga nagpuyo, nisaba na. The qualities, of course, may vary depending on asa ka na belong. That is why environmental scanning refers to the activity the activity intended to obtain the events and trend that takes inside the organization for making decisions of the organization. Dapat you analyze, you identify, then again, ang environment kung asa ka. Because of that, you can create opportunity. Create ka og business out of the environment where you're in. Okay? So general or the macro environment. When you say macro, it's bigger picture. Dako. Dako kayo ang scope. So that's macro environment. Then next is political and legal factor. Of course, in every situations, there is what they call kanang legal amenities, political amenities that holds a certain area that you need to abide. So you read that, kanat tanan, those are samples of political legal that may affect. So you read that. So it's understandable naman po. So negotiation, when you say negotiation, it's between one person or more. There's what you call proposal, nagkasabot mo, there's what you call agreement, then you do what you have agreed. The next, lobbying. When you say lobbying, the process that aims to persuade government decision to provide administrators with the information on the projected consequences. You offer them the product and you identify them what are the possible results of having this product. An alliance, there should be unity in tinabangay. Di ba? To realize with the same common goals. At the same man ta goals, nabangay man ta, so usalan ta. So that's alliance. Representation is involvement of well-being to the member of the organization. You represented the organization, you represented your action. Like, come on, good. Whatever you act in the school, you bring the name of the school. That's representation. And lastly, socialization. The values held by the organization in a broader society. What you act in the society may reflect to what kind of person you are. So economic factor. So in use economic factor, economics is a study and a center of appreciating people, dispense of use and common service. Always remember lang that economics is the study of utilization of scarce resources. When you say scarce resources, limited ang supply, but daghan man katong demand. So in economics, you study on how to allocate these resources to make it effective or kung unsay angay i-priority. Kaya of course, limited naman yun na ang atong supply. Ang ato lang iguon na to, mga bagay, maigo siya na makakauntanan. That's economics. So there are factors, kani, but it's not limited. So you read that, kina masabtan naman na tanan. You understand that. Okay? A socio-cultural factor is a factor that involves the beliefs of people in your area. Of course, kabaw ka dapat. Di ka pwede ang maligag baboy sa Muslim area. Patay yun ka. So you must knowledgeable enough kung unsa ang type na tao dira. That's what we call in socio-cultural. You must understand people within organization. But technological factors, the effect of technology based on their knowledge. Kabaw ka. Understandable ka, mga IT na sila, so bright na sila, ana. So, ilaha man ang forte. So, dahil laing po daw. Atong forte, we are knowledgeable enough. And dapat, you are keen enough. You are picky. You are tech savvy. Okay? Savvy. But knowledgeable ka. Okay? Ecological factor. Ayun is the ecological factor. It is environment issue and a natural environment. So, again, it's separate. The marriage can no longer separate the natural and the business world. They're inextricably linked. Kaya you are the best version of yourself aside from the learnings that you have, but also to the environment where you're in. So you become what you are because, of course, the people within you. That's ecological factor. And specific environment. In a specific environment, these are forces and conditions that is unique and specific firm of industries and the ability to organize the organization to obtain inputs and dispose output. So suppliers, these are the people na mutabang nimo to have that product. A distributor, these are assisted organization for the trade of their business goods. And then customer, the one who consume your product. Competitors is same business you are having. So yung kompetensya. So advocacy group, these are a group of people who assemble together with the same goals and visions, influencing the practices. The industry regulation, of course, it is governed by the government. Of course, certain action to be done, it should be in accordance to regulatory regulations of the government. So SWOT analysis, very common, balik-balik ka, S stands for strength, kung unsay naa nimo. Imong weakness, kung unsa ang wala nimo. Opportunities, out of this weakness, you create opportunity. You can create this out of it. And threats is, yes, mo na imong gihadlukan, since wala man na nimo, mo na ang imong possible nga, if may tabo ni, unsaon nimo sa paghimo og strength. So, that's SWOT analysis. So, sa example, ana, you can read that McDonald's. So, the historical analysis of that. So you read that there's an activity that need to be done. So you answer that. So let's proceed to